I'm back to give an update on the project So Cozy and how far I've gone, what I've made so far. In my last video, I shared my October-ish plans, and that was to pick the next word on my Make 9, which was comfort. But now I've kind of returned it cozy. And I had plans to make a couple of outfits within this category rather than just make one. I'm pretty happy with everything that I have made so far, and I think it's been a somewhat successful. So I don't think I'm quite done yet, but I wanted to check in since it's already the end of the month. Today is the 3rd of November that I'm filming, and it's already dark. So if the lighting looks a little bit off, I apologize for that. Um, daylight, we lose daylight so soon, so I wasn't able to film with natural light, so hopefully this looks okay. I have my bench light in the background, and I also have the light in the room, so hopefully everything looks a little bit balanced and fine. I made quite a lot of things. I haven't actually even counted everything I've made so far, but I'm just going to go through them. I have all of them right next to me. Also, I think I should do a quick introductions. My name is Moyo. This is my channel Afrohemian, and I share sewing content on here. And yeah, let's get back to the gist of today, and let me share everything I have made so far for So Cozy. So for this project, I had mentioned in my previous video that I would love to make a couple of cord sets, and one of the first fabrics I had in my stash was this ribbed velvet, and I have made them up. So the first set I have here is the brown velvet, and I've made some wide leg pants and just a very simple scoop neck top. And for everything that I'm showing you, I'm going to put up videos or pictures so that you actually see what it's like on, because I know that just showing you this way doesn't really give you a good picture of what it looks like, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. So we have this and the wide leg pants, of course, elasticated because we want to be comfy. So this is the first set. The second set is from one of them fell is from this petrol teal color. And yeah, I apologize that some threads are still on it. I've been done with this a while ago. I've just haven't trimmed off the loose threads and put them in the wash yet. I haven't gotten a chance to wear these yet, but the other ones I have worn multiple times. But again, really happy with this. It's wide leg elasticated pants and a top, but this time I made the style an asymmetrical neckline, so it's almost like a one shoulder, but it has sleeves. You'll see what it looks like on, and I'm also really happy with this. And that's the second set. Then I had this beautiful velvet fabric, and I had mentioned in the plans that if I was able to, I was going to make wide leg pants and a pair of um, joggers from this fabric. Unfortunately, I did not have enough. In fact, I have the leftover here. It's not enough to make another pair of pants. So I just made the wide leg pants first because that's the one that will take the most fabric or that will use up the most meters. And I made these wide leg pants as well. They're all the same pattern, so it was really easy to just cut and sew, cut and sew, cut and sew. But I really love this. It's so comfy. I really wish you could feel this. It's really soft and comfortable. And I am actually tempted to get just a little bit more. And instead of making joggers, I think because it is quite stretchy, I'm thinking of making leggings out of this fabric. Yeah, I think that might be a better match for the texture and also the look of this. It would be really nice and smooth and warm leggings to wear this winter, and yeah, I think I'm going to do it. But that's this one. Really happy with how it turned out. And then we move on to the next category, which are the joggers. This first one, I think, is the first one I made using the pattern that I had, and I made it out of this sand corduroy fabric from Dressenstoffen. Love it. It fits well. There was just one little thing that I needed to adjust, and I made the I perfected it on this before I moved on to the other versions. But then I have this, and now I'm tempted to buy more corduroy. The problem with being successful with certain makes is you're then tempted to make more, and especially if you like it in the fabric that you made it in, you now want to get more. So now I'm looking at, oh, what other colors can I get, to fill my wardrobe up. And I already have you know wide leg corduroy pants that I made earlier this year. I don't think I need another set of 4 or 5 corduroy joggers. Maybe I do. We'll see. But I'm really happy with this. It's really easy to wear and style. I've worn them in the house, I've worn them out, love them, and I couldn't wait to make more. And I'm going to show you all the other versions that I made. So I also made them out of linen. This was not actually part of the original fabrics that I had shown you. I was, after I brought out all the winter-esque fabrics in my stash, I saw this linen in one of the boxes, and this is a linen viscose fabric. I've got this fabric maybe 2 years ago, so it's been in my stash for quite a while. And I had been hesitant to cut into it because I love the tie-dye watercolor, multicolor effects that this fabric had. And I wanted to make something that I knew I would love out of it. But I looked at it and I'm like, this would be perfect for joggers. And even though they might not be ideal for these cooler months, they would definitely be something I would wear, get a lot of wear out of in the spring, summer. So I made this ahead of spring, summer 2026. But I really love this. And this time I experimented with a lot more things. So for the first version, I have inseam pockets, but I also made welt pockets in this version, and they look so good. And I'm like, yes, love it. I love this so much, and I'm so happy I decided to cut into it and make this up. I also put in like buttonholes because I wanted to feed a string through so that it has the full jogger look. But this is where I stopped. I have not made the string. And yeah, maybe I would finish it in the right season next year. But love this pair, as in it's, I'm excited about it. It makes me happy, and I love it when you match the right idea to the right fabric and it all comes together. Yeah, that made me very happy. And because that made me happy, I cut into this one as well. So this is a denim fabric. I also bought this from Dressing Stuffing. I've also had this for maybe a year or a year and a half now. And there was an event I wanted to go for, I think early in October. And I decided that I was going to make some joggers for it. Now, this one actually, I lied about the corduroy. I think this was actually the first one I made. Yeah, because I used a different trouser fit to make this one. So for all the joggers, I used a base trouser pattern in terms of the fit of the trousers. So for my trouser drafting, I use this book right here, and and in this book they have, I think, 4 or 5 different trouser or pant fits, and a basic trouser pattern is one of them, and it fits a little bit looser around the bum, and that's what I used for these jogger patterns. But for this one, I think I used a slack base which fits a little bit tighter around the bum. um I use that for this. It looks good, but I wish I had used the trouser base for this one. I'm still going to get a lot of wear out of it because it looks good. And in this version, I added, because I wanted them to look a little bit cargo style, I added some cargo pockets on the side, and the entire look came together in the end. I just would have preferred a slightly different fit for the overall look of the trouser, but really happy with this. And again, I'm tempted to get more foiled denim, but I think I'm getting myself into trouble. But really love these pair as well. Another one that I made that's very similar to the foiled denim is the one I'm wearing right now. I made this out of an Ankara fabric. I actually stole it from my friend, and I also did it similar to the, so I basically mixed the two things I liked about the foiled denim and the linen, viscose linen pair. So this one has the welt pockets in the back, and it also has the cargo pockets on the side, and I love it. And yeah, this is going to be something that I'm definitely going to be making more of come summer next year. I have bookmarked it. Yeah, I'm making more of these. Joggers are about to become one of my new favorite trousers, which is not necessarily a bad thing because I think my wardrobe has largely been wide leg trousers. So it's nice to have a different fit or a different trouser style that, I'm throwing into the mix. And it looks good on me. So yeah, what can I do? And then finally, I'm getting to the fabrics I originally showed you in the video, which was making use of the Punta jerseys that I have in my stash. So all the, like I mentioned in that video, all the other styles I've tried to make using the Punta jersey hasn't necessarily been successful. I don't know. I just haven't been crazy about the fit or the way the fabric lays on my body. But then I decided to use them for joggers, and I must say that that was a really good idea. Ended up being quite successful. So much so that I'm tempted to buy more Punta jersey, and I probably shouldn't because it's not my favorite fabric. But anyways, let me show you what I have now. So this first burnt orange pair, um, I put in the welt pockets in the back as well. And of course, everything has inseam pockets, the elasticated waist, and this has the trouser fit, the fit I like, looks good. And the next one is the brown. Same thing, but I omitted the welt pockets because while it came out okay, I I feel like the word pockets look better on something that has a bit more structure. I could add structure to this by putting on interfacing, but while I was making it, I just couldn't be bothered. And I'm like, I'm not going to miss the word pockets anyways. It was more of a style detail, not because of functionality. For functionality, I have the side pockets, which is what I gravitate to, which is what I use anyways. So I have this brown pair, and I also made a black pair. This black fabric is actually a lot thicker than these other ones, so I knew that I could still do the detail on the elastic band, to make it a bit more. I don't know what you call this detail, but just adding more rows of stitching. But I didn't do that with this one because I felt like it would be quite bulky and it might not look right. So I just left this one, plain as it is. But the design detail I did add to this was I put in pinstripes down the front and the back. And this detail, I'm crazy about it because it makes it look ready made. Like everyone that I told that I made this myself, they were really shocked because when you see something like this, with these kind of details, you think it's, you picked it up in the shops. So I'm actually quite proud of myself about this one, and I'm very happy about it. And yeah, I love the fact that even though I have a base jogger pattern, I can switch up the look of the joggers with just adding different design details. So I've shown you, like this version with pinstripe. You've seen the plain version ones. You've seen the ones with cargo shorts. You've seen the ones with, the welt pockets. And I can, add on, and I'm sure that there are other design details I can add to even personalize it even more. And I love that. So it's the same pattern, but I can get different looks based on the design details I decide to add. And I think this is some of the things that makes me crazy about sewing, or that excites me when it comes to sewing. But yeah, I'm going to go on a tangent if I don't stop myself. But you can tell that I'm really excited, and I don't think I have. I don't think the joggers bug has left me yet, because I feel like there's still a couple of other combinations I would like to make, fabric combinations, add, a couple of other design details. There's just so much in my head. My head is still buzzing with different ideas for joggers, and I feel like I probably shouldn't shelf it yet. Let me explore, and then, yeah, we'll see where we go from there. But anyways, that is all I made in the month of October. Considering the fact that when I started this project, I had maybe 2 weeks left. Yeah, I must say I did quite a bit. I think with the exception of this fold denim jogger that I made much earlier in the month. Everything else I made within that 2 week period. So that was it's quite a feat. Yeah, I think I think I would admit now that I am a bit of a fast sewer, but so now I'd like to share my ideas for the month of November. And So Cozy is not done yet because for some of the Punta Jersey joggers, I haven't made the tops yet. Remember that they're supposed to be quad sets, not just individual trousers. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that. First thing is this leftover velvet fabric. Since it's not enough to make another pair of trousers, I plan to make a top out of this. And this top that I'm making is going to be a tester for, or like a twirl, a wearable twirl for a special outfit that I'm going to be making later in December. But I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet. So we'll keep that on the wraps. Just know that it is a twirl for a special outfit that I'm going to be making in December. So I'm going to be making a top that I can match with the pants or match with any of the joggers or any other bottoms that I have in my wardrobe. The next one I have is some black punta jersey that I have left over. So I'm also going to be making a top out of this. And I don't necessarily have like a solid idea for the specific style, but I'm going to put up pictures of some of my inspiration for like the tops that I want to make to pair with the joggers that I've made so far. Then I still have a good number of the brown punta jersey left. I think the first time I bought this, the first time I bought some punta jersey, I had bought maybe 3 meters of this brown fabric, and then I bought it again maybe a year later, and on and then I picked the same color, not knowing that I already had the color in my stash. And so that's why I have quite a lot of the brown. But I have enough to make a top, and I'm going to have something left over from this. So I'm thinking of maybe making two tops from this, possibly. We'll see. I also have some left over from the Ankara fabric that I used to make the joggers that I'm wearing, and I would like to make a top. I'm thinking more of like a wrap top for this one. I used to have these wrap tops that I used to wear quite a bit a couple of years ago. So I'm thinking of maybe just making something like that again. So yeah, that's the plan for this one. I also have a couple of stretch laces in my stash, and I'm thinking of just making simple tops out of those that I can wear either on the joggers or to layer with some other items I have in my wardrobe. For example, the pinafore dress. And I have some of these burgundy lace left over from the bralette and legging sets that I made last year. I also have this in three other colorways. I think I have a navy blue, I have a lilac, and I have a mint green. I think I also have black, and I think just making some basic lace tops would be nice to have in my wardrobe for to layer up during this month. So I want to first of all make one out of this. If I like it, then I can bring out the others and then basically reproduce. Once I'm able to finish all of those, I think I can mark the So Cozy project complete, and then we can launch into the real project for the month of November, and that is winter dresses. So remember that what I'm trying to do is fill wardrobe gaps. So first of all, using the cords, so pieces that I can mix and match, either with each other or with other items in the wardrobe. And then the other, I think, items of clothing that would be nice to have as part of like my winter fashion would be dresses. And I have quite a few fabrics I would like to show you and a couple of styles as well. So I've had this style saved on my Pinterest for maybe 2 or 3 years now, and I love the way it looks. It's a little bit vampy. It's totally my style of dress because I feel like you can wear it with like boots and it will look really good. And I'm not a sneaker girl. I'm more of a boots or sandals kind of girl. And I have this green fabric in my stash. It's not my favorite color, but it works. I think it's good enough. I would love to find some black fabric or a chocolate brown. But this is what I have, and I'm determined to just use the stuff that I have and not buy new things yet. I'm not putting myself on a fabric ban or anything, but I want to try and use up as much as I have, because I tend to forget, even though I have a record of my fabrics, I still tend to forget what I have. So I want to just try and, shuffle through using old things and also maybe buying a few new things. But for this project, I didn't necessarily want to buy anything yet. I am planning a big fabric haul. I might end up pushing that button sometime in this month or maybe next month. So stay tuned. It's it's going to be huge, but I'm still, still still trying to be good, and we'll see when I decide to be bad and make the purchase. But anyways, so I have this green fabric in my stash, and I think it would work for that style, so I want to use this for that style. I also have this green again fabric. I know for a lot of people green is a favorite. It's not really mine, but I bought this a while ago and I want to use it up, and I have quite a bit. It's really great quality rib knit. I think I got this from Royal Look Fabrics. So I just want to use it up and make a nice winter dress. Any of the styles that I'm showing you right now should work for this one. Then I want a cute short dress. I'm thinking something with bell sleeves would work. And I would like to use this fabric. I don't know what kind of fabric this is. I got this from my trip to Malta last December. So I picked it out of the remnant bin, and I have two pieces of this. I think they're about maybe 1.5 meters each, thereabout. Um, and I think it would be perfect for like a really nice, cute short dress. Yeah, I think when it comes to dresses for the winter, I love the more of the vampy kind of style. So this color definitely works and fits perfectly in that theme. So I can't wait to actually sew this up. I think it will make something really nice. I also have another fabric from my trip to Malta. Again, I don't know what kind of fabric this is, but it's a little bit thicker, and I don't really have a lot of this, so it's going to be something really, really simple. But I think it will look good if I'm able to come up with like a really good idea. It might just be a simple scoop neck short dress or long dress. We'll see what this can do. I have some more Punta jersey. So I have this teal colorway, and I've been looking at this style and I really love the way it looks. I also have some I've forgotten what this fabric is called, some tulle fabric, and I'm thinking that this might be nice combined with this to make that style. So basically the twist front will be done using the tulle fabric, and then the rest of the dress is made from this. I don't have enough to make a pair of pants or joggers, which is why I didn't put it as part of my plans for the joggers, but actually I think it might be really nice as a dress combined with this. This fabric, if you've been following my channel, you would know that I have purchased this fabric twice, and I have made two dresses, one short one and one long one out of this fabric. I just love the way the fabric looks. This chocolate brown is one of my favorite colors, and it's such a hard color to find in fabrics on the market, I find. So when I found this one, I love the texture, I love the way it feels, it sews really nicely. So after I had bought it the first time to make a dress, I knew that I needed to buy it again, and I've already made it up. So this is the remnant. Now I'm not sure if this would be enough to make a dress, but I think I don't just want it to sit in the stash forever. So I just want to make something out of it, and be done with it. And then finally, I have, similar to that chocolate brown, I have a green colorway of that fabric. And I bought the last of this when I bought it last year off the website. So I think it's just a little over 1 meter. And I have been holding on to it because I wasn't sure of what to make, and I don't want to ruin it because I can't get it anymore. But I'm going to take the plunge and just cut into it this December. It's been in my stash for a year, and I want to make something out of it. Luckily, I have some Punta jersey that is a really good match for this. So I have been thinking, oh, let me put it the right way. So I have been thinking that it might be a good idea to combine these two to make something. I don't know what it is I want to make, but it might end up being a dress or a two-piece, a skirt and a blouse, because I don't think I have enough here again to make joggers or trousers. So I've just put this in as part of the plans because I'm not sure what it is I want to make out of it yet. But I've just had this idea of these two fabrics in my head since last year, and I think I should just go with the flow. And since I'm in a mood, or since I'm in a season where it seems like ideas are flowing, let me tap into that. Let me tap into that energy and get something done out of this one. And those are my plans for the month of November. I know they seem ambitious, but as we see, once I'm in the sewing mood, I tend to get quite a bit done. So, and I'm not putting pressure on myself. If I finish it, great. If I don't, it's also okay. But those are like the plans that I have made for myself this month. And I think the reason why I am trying to fit in quite a bit this month is because I am being very intentional about not wanting to overload December. I think in December in total, I maybe have 3 plans, and I'm happy with leaving it at 3. So for all the other miscellaneous, those bright ideas, those things that I might actually just want to do, I just want to get them done this month so that my December I can focus on those 3 projects and keep it moving. Anyways, what do you think about the plans I have? What are your plans for the month of November? Please put them in the comments below. I would like to read them. And I've recently gained a few more subscribers. Thank you so much for liking my content and subscribing to see more of me. And if you're still making up your mind, please subscribe if you love what I share here, and also like the video, and I will catch you in another one really soon. Bye.